did not. See, this is where a switch case is ending. These classes need to be outside the first class. So this class is not supposed to be here. All of these are not supposed to be here. You need to cut them and see, this is where your select class ends, this is where your select class end, and they are supposed to be over here. So now this error is gone. And you've done dot start. This dot start is used when you are using multi-threading, like you are using threads. These are not threads, these are your normal classes right now, right? If you make them into a thread, then you can do it. But you did not make these into threads, so you just have to call this function. You can name this run or you can name this whatever. You're supposed to name this run only when this thing is a thread, but this is not a thread right now, right? You did not make a thread, you just made another class and made a function. So for this, instead of writing dot start, you're just supposed to write dot run. And again, you made these objects, right? So you're supposed to use the object. You're not supposed to give the name. You made this object. The object's name was S, right? You wrote string S equals to new string. So this S is your object. So over here, you will write S. And over here, are you understanding what I'm telling you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See what mistakes you made so the next time you will not do it, right? Now, this is done. Um, getting the class ends. This is where your for is ending. Is there any other? See, now you did this REV is equals to REV into 10, right? So what the first time when it works, it does REV is equals to REV into 10. But what is the first time this loop runs, REV doesn't have a value, right? What is it going to multiply it with? So you're supposed to write REV is equals to 1.
Equal to 1.
Yes. If this would have been plus, this would have not been multiplication, you would have done REV is equals to 0. Because multiplying anything with 1, you get the same thing back, right? That's why you just write REV equals to 1. If this would have been plus, then adding a 1 would change the value. So you would take 0 because adding anything with 0 will not change the value. Let's see if anything. I think now most of your errors are gone. Um, so now let's try running it. Over here, what I'll do is I will write. Did you make this function? This is correct. I'm just doing it because I'm calling it from another function. If I would have, because I already have a main, that's why. So I'll just name it select. Try running it. Try giving one. So, what was it supposed to do? It was supposed to reverse the string, right? I'm guessing. One was supposed to reverse it. So, okay. This one didn't really work. The string didn't get reversed. Try taking the step two. Reverse the number, but you never asked the user to enter any number. So, which number? Did you already give a number over there?
Yes, ma'am. I already given.
Your number was 123, and your output ended up being 1321. So it got reversed, but why are you getting an extra one? Um, okay, we'll check that in a second. Let's try doing the third part. Third, where did I get that? Okay, so pattern also kind of didn't work. So let me first go through everybody else's code, and then pay attention, do one thing, open your own code file, or like if you have a laptop on or whatever, or just pay attention to everybody else's code whose code is working. We're just going to go over it, and then notice what errors you are making, because now your program is working. I fixed the structure, but now your logic is lacking. So your program is correct, but your logic is wrong. So you need to figure out why, what you're doing wrong and why you're getting such an output which you were not supposed to get, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So, okay, so pay attention to everybody else's code too. If a lot of people will be getting similar difficulties, I'll do it right now, or you can try it. And then, I'll send it back. Like you can ask me later and I'll do it. So now, whose code should we see now? Naveen sir, can you share your screen? I'll stop sharing mine. Wait.
Ma'am, I have not done.
You've not done it? Okay. Then Suma ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm connecting through laptop, ma'am. Can you give me a few moments?
Yeah, sure. So
Till
we are
then, can you?
waiting. Like how long are you doing it right now? We can wait for a minute.
Like, I have network issues, ma'am. It may take 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. So first, you try connecting. I'll ask somebody else in the meantime. So, Lokesh sir, did you do it? Lokesh sir,
मैम मैम ट्राई किया था बट हुआ नहीं.
हुआ नहीं. अच्छा, तो कुछ मतलब कुछ कोड लिखा है आपने?
जी मैम. वन
वो
सेकंड.
हाँ. Okay. So you made अच्छा आपने अलग अलग क्लासेस बनाए हैं, ठीक है? तो can you first open a menu class, menu.java? Yes, okay. Go to the top. Go to the top of the screen. Screen के बिल्कुल okay. ठीक है. So you have scanner, फिर class menu, and public static void main. Choose. Okay. Scanner is number and then search number. Hello. Okay. नहीं, ये जो केस 1 में जो लिखा है वो गलत है. अगर अभी आपने नोटिस किया होगा जब मैं उसका प्रोग्राम ठीक करी थी, उसको वहां से हटा दो. रिवर्स आरईवी जो आपने लिखा है, हाँ, इसको पूरा लाइन हटा दो. केस 1 के बाद सारा का सारा हटा दो. न्यू वाला ये भी हटा दो. हाँ, पूरा. और इधर int n equals to sc dot next int के बाद आ जाइए, स्विच से पहले. हाँ, यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट लाइन में आ जाओ और यहाँ पे रिवर्स लिखो. रिवर्स rv is equals to न्यू रिवर्स, सिर्फ उतना लिखना. न्यू रिवर्स और ब्रैकेट्स, हाँ, सेमीकोलन. अभी रिवर्स का वो बन गया है, आपका ऑब्जेक्ट बन गया है. और रिवर्स डॉट जावा वाले क्लास पे जाना. ओके, तो एस सी. अब यहाँ पे मेन नहीं लिखेंगे. मेन सिर्फ एक होता है पूरे प्रोग्राम में. वांट टू बी ओनली वन मेन. अभी मेन्यू डॉट जावा में मेन था ना, तो अब यहाँ पे मेन नहीं होगा. यहाँ पे सिर्फ पब्लिक, ये जो पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन लिखा है ना, उसको हटा दो. इधर रिवर्स डॉट जावा में जो लिखा है, रिवर्स डॉट जावा. एक मिनट. अच्छा, यहाँ पे भी क्लास है, वहां पे भी है. ओके. इसमें फिर आपने मेथड नहीं बनाया. अच्छा, जो ओके, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट. अभी रुक जाओ, मैं पूरा प्रोग्राम एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगी. आप स्क्रीन शेयर करना स्टॉप कर दो, मैं पूरा ही प्रोग्राम एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगी अभी, क्योंकि उधर तो नहीं आ रहा था. हाँ, साक्षी मैम, कैन यू शेयर योर स्क्रीन?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it working? Did you like get the output?
Yes, ma'am. I get that.
You got the, okay, can you show it? Like run it for 1, 2, 3, all like. Okay, you're not calling those classes. You were supposed to.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling. This is one dot Java class.
Okay, so one dot Java was supposed to. When the user chose one, it was supposed to reverse a string, and then if they chose two, they were supposed to do something else. What about that part of it? What
No,
about
I
the
will.
did? Huh?
I did that another program, which is separate. I did not
Okay,
merge
but
in.
it was supposed to be a complete project. Okay, fine. You can stop it. I will explain the whole thing once.
Oh,
You can stop. So Now the thing is, a lot of you were on the right track, but what you were missing, you got the syntax, you got the, how you're supposed to write it, you made the class, you made the functions, whatever, but you lacked logic, which is something which comes with practice. You will practice coding, only then you will, get to know it. And some people even lacked syntax. You're supposed to go over it. There's certain part of code in coding too that you need to learn. You need to know how to write stuff. There is syntax is supposed to be learned. There's no like you can understand the syntax and you know it. The more you write it, you will get used to it and you will just know what to write, but initially you need to learn it. Like, okay, when I write scanner, the S is supposed to be capital, system, the S is supposed to be capital, how I declare an array, how I make an object. You need to, if you will not learn it, then you're gonna face problems like these, where it's like a very simple program. This is a really small project, and then you will keep on struggling with it because you got the syntax wrong, right? And once you get your syntax right, you need to start working on logic. You need to, now you know for loops, you know how loops work, you know how everything works. You need to practice as many questions, take up questions, try thinking how I can, make it work, how I can make it work. And that's that, like what you do. So I will just explain the whole thing once. So
Hello,
pay
ma'am.
attention. Yes.
Basically, we are not getting the question. What was in that question? So
You
how?
didn't
Yes,
didn't get the
didn't
question.
get
Okay,
that
I'm
question.
explaining now the whole thing to everybody, so that because mostly everybody was like getting stuck. So I was talking about like everyone at this point. So just pay attention to what code I'm gonna show you, and if possible, keep on comparing it to your own code and try and understand what is like what where you went wrong. Now, talking about what you were supposed to do in the question. First of all, if sometimes I give you a task and you're not able to understand what the task is, feel free to contact me and ask me like what does it mean, and try and explain it better rather than you know not understanding it and facing problem that way. So you were supposed to write a program to display a menu to the user, which would take input as a string and reverse it. If it is one, it would take input as string and reverse it. This is the menu you were supposed to show. You were supposed to display a menu to the user. Take input, do this. If they choose to, because user is supposed to know what will happen. If they choose to, they will enter a number and display each digit in separate lines, which would be like this. If they would choose 3, this pattern will be shown. You were supposed to show this menu to the user, and then you would ask user to choose a number from 1 to 3. Why did I ask you to display a menu? Because at the end of yesterday's class, I showed you how to format your strings, your system dot out println output. So I wanted to see how well you would format this menu and how you can show it, but I didn't see any menu. And then you would ask him to choose from 1 to 3, and according to the choice, you will execute whatever is they choose. If they chose 1, you need to reverse a string. If they choose 2, you need to do this. So now I will not do the menu showing part because I believe you all know you just have to write system.out.println, and you can use your \n and \t and those things to format it and show it in a way it's a menu. So I hope you guys can figure that out. I'll work on the logic. First, let's see, we have a select class, and then this would be your main. We don't have main over here because I already had a main. Okay, so then you have your main, and then you come inside and leave that for a second. The first thing you need to do is display the menu to the user. That was the first thing when you're solving a Java or any coding problem. Go step by step. What was the first thing? Display a menu to the user. So first thing you should be doing after coming inside is writing system.println and printing the menu. Could have had like system.println, could have printed menu, then had another println number 1 this, number 2 this, number 3 this, and that would have been shown on the screen. After that, after printing display a menu, what was the next thing? Ask user to choose a number. Then you were supposed to have this. So I'll just do it. We have Let's see, I'll not show the whole menu, but I'll just do it. So the first thing you were supposed to do was have a system dot out dot print ln, and it has done something like written menu, and then had another system dot
Ma'am, can
out
you please
dot.
share the screen?
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen.
No, ma'am.
Could have told me earlier. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So over here, the first thing you were supposed to do was have, you could have had menu and could have given these dashes. This would have given like a underline to your menu. And then you're just supposed to display this menu. Again, I'll go over it again. I didn't notice I'm not sharing the screen. I'm sorry for that. So the first thing was display a menu, and then you had to display this menu. All of this would have went inside a println and could have formatted this by a black backslash n and backslash t that we did in yesterday's class at the end. Then you had to ask user to choose a number. So to ask user to choose a number, this is what you were supposed to do. Now this part was supposed to come over here. You go step by step. The program says everything how you're supposed to do it. So after doing this, this was your menu, and then you had, this was your input from the user, right? And after that, you need to perform whatever action the user, according to what the user has entered. So you do control save over here, and now you need to have a switch case, because according to whatever the user chooses, you were supposed to do an action. Okay, so you've made these objects for, you made different classes to make your code more presentable and more easy to work with. So you made different classes. You made a class string, and this is supposed to perform the first action. What was the first action? Take input and reverse it. Okay, so the first thing that should have been happening, which did not happen, was to take input as string and reverse it. So what you should have been doing over here, you should have been asking user to enter a string, and I will just copy paste this. So in the reversing the string part, you're supposed to take an input, and okay, and then this would have been, because you're making them enter strings, you had a string s is equals to sc dot next line, and this would have been changed to enter a string, right? And then what do you do for reversing a string? You need to go through this whole string. So from again, your for loop is not okay. You started from, this is correct. Okay, start from s dot length -1 and should be greater than equal to 0 and I minus minus. It's supposed to print s dot
Carrot.
caret I, right? And then your for is closed and your class is closed. So now when writing code, when you get this kind of complex, coding questions, do not wait to write your whole thing and then checking it. Keep on. Now one part is done, right? One part is done. You have displayed your menu. I've skipped that part because I just guess you could do it. And then I'll just remove this for now. And then you have made a class which is reversing a string, and you've got your switch case over here, right? You've even got your switch case and everything set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just run this part and check like is our string reversing or not. Now to call this class, call this string class, what we are doing is we will make an object by the class name which was string, and then you give it a name. Your object can give whatever name you want. It could be obj, it could be s, it could be apple, mango, whatever. Then you put equals to new and give this class name again and put these brackets. Now this is an object, and using that object we will call the method which is inside this class. So this class is supposed to have a method inside it which is public void run. It could be anything. It could have been what, let's rename it. Let's write public class reverse. Okay, it's called, we've changed the name and it can be called public class reverse. And now let's see if it works, if it is reversing the string how we want it to do it or not, so that you don't have to face a lot of errors at once. You keep on checking small parts of your code, so it's easy to debug, easy to um under the complication st cannot be resolved at select work app dot main. Wait a second, did we not? Okay, because this is supposed to come first. There's no problem. Okay, your breaks are, these are like, see, you got this, and then you had select one number between 1 to 3. So let's choose 1 because that's all we have right now. So I'll do 1, and you got enter a string. Let's enter apple, and then okay, okay. It's, see, you notice not reversing, but you did get your alphabets in, you got your alphabets ELPPA, but you didn't get a string because you did not make it into a string. That's what we are doing wrong. So you're not supposed to print it over here. You're supposed to take another, let's call it R, and we're gonna do. Now see how you write rev equals to 1 or rev equals to 0. So string r equals to just double quote. There is no space in between these quotes. Okay, this is just double quote. This is how you give a null value to a string. So this is empty string. Okay, this doesn't have a value right now, and we're gonna write r is equals to r plus s dot caret I. Okay. So now this is how we're gonna get the reverse string. Let's try doing it again now. I hope you guys got what was wrong over here. I did notice we were printing each alphabet, which was not, we were not supposed to do that. Supposed to reverse it, and then we print it over here. We print it outside the for loop. And then we write R. Mm. Insert a bracket. Did we miss anything? This is the for, and okay. The being. Wait, this is your. This is all closed and then closed to. See, now we got this would have been a menu. I've just not printed it. In for loop, we can write only uh, yes, you can. Yes, that's completely that's correct. But you do just keep in mind that you do not end up writing SOPLN because SOPLN will change lines. So just writing SOPS dot caret, I would do the thing too. But it's better to make it into a string and printing it because that makes it less complicated. The more simpler you keep your code, the easier it would be next time you come back and try to read it again. So, but that's completely correct. You can do that. And you got the reversed string. So reverse string class is done. Now we had another class which was supposed to reverse the number, right? So again we were supposed to make the user enter a number. So I'll just take all of this from here and put it over here. Why did rid of this? Right, and then you did rev equals to 1. While your number is not equals to 0, you did rev is equals to rev. So we did 2 into 10 plus r. So 20. Hmm? You need to make this RDB 0 and not 1 because, okay, this is where, ma'am, we put the voice outside the class. String, which string run? You're talking about this thing? You guys can just unmute yourself and speak. It's difficult to, when you ask specific code in the chat box, it's difficult to understand this line you're talking about. Are you talking about line 15? Are you talking about this line?
No, ma'am, class.
This class? Yes, this is
Yes,
outside.
ma'am.
This is every class. Okay, a class can only have methods inside of it. A class can have a function inside of it. A class cannot have a class inside of it. So every new class will be outside a class. You cannot have a class inside a class, or even you cannot have a method inside a method. Okay?
Okay.
Keep that in mind. No method inside method, no class inside class. That's wrong. So we make this 0 because now this is where you need to think of a logic. Let's say the number was 132. The number was 132. 132 was not equals to 0. It comes inside. It does r equals to 132 modulus 10, which gives you 2. So r's value is 2. And then you've written rev into 10 plus r. So let's say rev was 1. So 1 into 10 would have given you 1 into 10 would have been 10, and then plus r would have been 12. But we don't want 12, like that would not work. This could, if it is 0, then it would have given you a 2 in rev, if you're understanding what I'm saying. So if you calculated yourself this, if this would have been 1, it would have given you 12, and next time it would have been 12 into 10, which is 120. So 120, we don't want that. We want 2 into 10, which would give you 20, and 20 plus 3 would have been 23. And then 23 into 10 would have been 230, and 230 plus 1 would have been 231. And that's what 132 reverses 231. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That's why it's supposed to be 0. Now, all these values you would be understand only when you run this and see how the output works. What I'm going to do tomorrow, 100%, I'm going to take a notebook and pen and show you how to dry run programs, because I feel like you guys are not able to do that. And then this would just work. And for the pattern, I'm just fixing the pattern too because it's already time. So you had your void run, okay, and then you had I equals to, now the pattern was this. You had 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, and 4 stars. This is your columns and this is your rows. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. So 1 less than equals to 4, j equals to 1 less than equals to I is okay. So 1 for 1 and 2 for 2, okay. And then you print this and then you have your print ln, okay. Let's see, I think this should work. We will figure it out. I'll uncomment all this. Let's try running it and see if there would be an error. It will just pop up. And make mistakes and see, when you get those error messages, notice what your error message is saying. It shows you, it tells you in which, method the error is. It would say error in thread main at line this. So go to main and go to that certain line and you will find the error and then try figuring out. So that is a really important thing, because when you code, you're going to face a lot of errors. So we already checked 1. Let's check 2. It said enter number. Let's give 1, 2, 3. And we got 3 to 1. So it's reversing. And then let's run it again and check for the pattern. So you said 3. Did not get the pattern. Let's see why. It's all coming in one line. Okay, this is supposed to be inside this for loop. What you have to do, you have to print the star and then change the line. So after printing star, you close the loop and then you change the line and then you close this loop. So this SOPLN is supposed to be in this I loop. All right. I will share this complete code in the group so you all can see and understand what you were doing wrong. And 3. Now you got the pattern. I hope you guys got a little bit. I'll share this whole thing, and I want everybody to do this whole program again. And I would most probably maybe just add 1 or 2 more, options to your menu. And tomorrow I want to see a proper menu, like a proper this kind of format menu. It should have 1 and something and 2 and something. It should be, changing line. It should not be just one whole line of text. It should be properly formatted. So pay attention to this. I'm already giving rest of the code to you. Try writing it, try doing it yourself, and just use this code to check your errors. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Anybody wants to ask something? And I'm talking to everyone. Everyone needs to do this.
Okay, ma'am.
So if you guys do not have any questions, you can start leaving. It's already 6, and I want this completed. If you guys cannot complete this, then that means you guys are not even clear till this part. Then it makes no sense moving forward, because it's not only about completing the whole thing in 45 days and just telling you more and more stuff when you guys are not even grasping anything or not in work. Because if I go into more advanced stuff, you will get more and more confused. And when it's time about, your final presentations and you have to like write a code or make a project, then you would all be just blank. And I need to see that you guys are understanding it and you guys are knowing it. So work on this, work on it, try making this code work by tomorrow, and I want to see everyone's output. And I would be adding one or two more classes to it because I'm already giving the whole code to you guys. So I will tell you about those more parts to the menu. Okay?
Okay,
So if
ma'am.
you don't have any more questions, you can start leaving. I will share this code.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I was getting error in that yesterday's program of multi-threading. So can I
You were
share
getting
my screen right now?
Yes, do it please. I'll stop sharing. Wait a minute. Hmm.
I think my screen is visible, right?
Yes, it is. And if any other people, if you want to stay, you can stay. And if you want to leave, you can start leaving. I'm just solving a issue.
Ma'am, can you explain tomorrow's task?
Sorry, what?
Uh, Ma'am, can you explain tomorrow's task more clearly?
Explain this. I'm just solving her error. She's getting an error in the program. I'm just solving that. Tomorrow's task, are you asking me to explain tomorrow's task?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
For tomorrow's task, the code I just wrote and I just run, I will send that whole thing to you. You're supposed to complete that program, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow's task is same as yesterday's task. I'll just add, right now the menu had 3 options. I will add just 2 more. And you're supposed to write that whole thing. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Shwetam, you can open the program. Open it
Yes,
quickly.
ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
uh,
Go to the
I,
top. You don't have a main. Where is your main method? Where is your main? You have to have a public void. Where is the public void? Public static void main. Where is that?
ma'am, I written the code from that video.
That video was just explaining it. It was not the complete program. I wrote the whole program yesterday where there was a main. You're supposed to have a main. Make another class before this high. Make a
But
class.
ma'am,
Come on, quickly.
instead of writing that public static void main, my program was running successfully.
Without the main.
Yes, ma'am.
Then what error are you getting?
Ma'am, this program, the I have supposed to that this hi and hello takes some 1 second to
Run your
execute.
program.
Okay.
Just hide this stop sharing thing. Just hide it. Yes. And exception in thread main unresolved problem. The method show is undefined for the type high. So you have a main method s is undefined for the type hello. Shitaram, you do have a main file. Have you written? Is this the only code file, or do you have another uh, thread.java is the only Java file that you've written, or you have another Java file?
No, ma'am, that is only.
Can you go to the bottom of this? Where does your code end? Just scroll down. See, okay, this. Go a bit up. Show me this last. Oh, yes, see, you have a main. I was talking about main. I thought you've not written main.
Yeah,
You've
yes,
written
yes.
main.
I think
Because
I've
it was not at the top, I thought you have not written it. That's what I was saying. You don't have a obj1 dot show, it's obj1 dot start, right? Obj1 dot start and obj2 dot start, even the other one. Yes. Now run it. Open your this thing terminal, make it bigger, make your terminal bigger. Okay, go back up. You've not made them into threads. You followed the video, but you did not follow it completely, I guess. You do watch the whole video, go to the top. You need to write hello extends thread and hi extends thread. Yes. Now run it. Mm. Public void. Do one thing. Go to the end. Go to the close the terminal ones. Yes. And pick up your this thread, public class thread. Uh, take this whole public class, this whole class, and put it at the top of the program. What I mean is cut the whole thing till the bottom, till the end. मतलब ये सारा thread से लेकर end तक. हाँ.
कॉपी करूँ या
Cut
कट
it.
करूँ?
Cut कर दो. And put it at the top. Just give me a second. I'm getting a call. Okay, just.
Okay.